My name is Eleanor. I'm 81 years old. And there's a name I never say out loud, not to my children, not to my grandchildren, not even to myself most days, but I think it every single day. I think it when I'm folding laundry, when I'm making tea, when I wake up at 4 in the morning and can't get back to sleep. The name is Michael. He was my brother. I don't know why I'm recording this. Maybe because I'm tired of carrying it alone. Maybe because I want someone to know that he existed, that he mattered, that I failed him. I've lived a good life by most measures. I raised 3 children. I was married for 47 years. I have a garden I tend to every spring. People say I'm kind. They say I'm strong. But they don't know about Michael. He was 2 years younger than me. Growing up, we shared everything. A bedroom, secrets, a language only we understood. He used to wake me up in the middle of the night just to show me the moon through the window. He'd say, "Ellie, look, it's watching us." I thought he was silly. I didn't know he was lonely. When we were teenagers, things changed. He became quiet, withdrawn. He stopped showing me the moon. He stopped talking at dinner. Our parents didn't notice. Or maybe they did and they didn't know what to do about it. I noticed. But I was 17. I had my own life, my own friends, my own problems that felt enormous at the time. I told myself he'd be fine. One night, he came into my room. I was getting ready to go out. I remember I was curling my hair, annoyed that he was there, that he was going to make me late. He stood in the doorway and said, "Ellie, can I talk to you?" I didn't turn around. I said, "Can it wait? I'm supposed to meet Linda in 20 minutes. He didn't say anything for a long time. I kept curling my hair. I could see him in the mirror, just standing there. Finally, he said, "Yeah, it can wait." And he left. That was the last real conversation we ever had. 3 weeks later, he was gone. I don't mean he moved away. I mean he took his own life. I found him. I was the one who opened the door to the garage that morning. I was the one who screamed. I was the one who called for help even though I knew it was too late. I was 19 years old. The funeral was small. People said the things people say. He's at peace now. It's not your fault. You couldn't have known. But I did know. I knew he needed me that night. I knew something was wrong. I just didn't want to be inconvenienced. For years, I didn't talk about him. Not because I forgot. You don't forget something like that. But because saying his name out loud made it real, made it permanent, made it something I had to face. So I buried it. I went to college. I met a man. I got married. I had children. I built a life that looked normal from the outside. But inside, there was always a room I didn't enter, a name I didn't say. My husband knew I had a brother who died, but he didn't know the details. He didn't know about that night. He didn't know that I turned Michael away. I told him it was sudden, unexpected, that no one saw it coming. He believed me. Everyone believed me. When my oldest son was 16, he went through a rough patch. He stopped talking to us, spent all his time in his room. I could see it happening, the same way it happened with Michael. And I was terrified. I didn't ignore it this time. I sat with him. I asked him what was wrong. I listened, even when he didn't want to talk. I stayed in the doorway until he let me in. He's fine now. He's 43. He calls me every Sunday. But saving him didn't save Michael. A few years ago, I was cleaning out the attic. I found a box of old things from our childhood. Drawings, report cards, a stuffed bear Michael used to sleep with. And at the bottom, I found a letter. It was addressed to me, in his handwriting. I don't know when he wrote it. I don't know how it ended up in that box. But I sat on the attic floor and I read it, and I cried harder than I've cried in 60 years. He said he loved me. He said he was sorry for being difficult. He said he knew I had my own life, and he didn't want to be a burden. He said he just wanted me to know that I was the only person who ever really saw him. I don't say his name out loud because I'm afraid of what will come with it. The guilt, the grief, the weight of knowing I could have changed everything with 20 minutes of my time. But not saying it doesn't make it go away. It just makes him disappear twice. I'm 81 years old now. My children don't know about the letter. They don't know that their Uncle Michael wrote to me before he died. They don't know that I think about him every single day. They know I had a brother. They know he's gone, but they don't know the full story. And I don't know if I'll ever tell them. Sometimes I wonder what he would be like now, if he'd be married, if he'd have children, if he'd still show me the moon. I wonder if he'd forgive me. I wonder if I'll ever forgive myself. There's a photo of us on my dresser. We're maybe 7 and 5. We're holding hands, smiling. I look at it every night before I go to bed. And I say his name. Just once. Out loud. Michael. I don't know why it's taken me this long. I don't know why I'm only now able to do it in the privacy of my own room, with no one listening. Maybe because I'm running out of time to keep pretending he didn't matter. Maybe because I need him to know, wherever he is, that I remember, that I'm sorry, that I loved him. I'm recording this because I want someone to know his name. Michael. Not the story, not the tragedy, just the name. The name of a boy who wanted to be seen, who wanted to be heard, who wanted 20 minutes of his sister's time, and didn't get it. If you're still here listening to this, thank you. I don't have advice. I don't have wisdom. I just have a name I never say out loud, and a life I've spent wishing I could go back and do differently. If there's someone in your life you've been meaning to talk to, I don't know. Maybe just talk to them. I can't, but you still can.